All right, says I'm live, says excellent connection. That is good. I'm using my laptop, so you're going to see what I'm seeing on my screen. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm Robert Chusardi, the creator of Blockchain Kingdoms. We turn video gaming into passive income and paid work. We have our Metasource cards and our Crypto Castle Royals launching on Wax in just a couple of weeks. We have a website that is going to launch in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. Super excited for it. That website is going to be amazing. We have put a lot of effort into it. There's going to be a really cool sizzle reel that I'm working on right now. And this video today, we're going to open some packs for a Century Train. I've been collecting these for a little while. It's kind of I kind of like it a little. You know, it's got like trains and time travel, and they have a token that's currently earning. So they've dropped, I think, 3 packs so far for rail cars, conductors, and the original one, which was the trains. So the last drop they're going to do, I think, next month is for what they call train stations, I think. I'm not exactly sure how those work. But we're going to open up about $100 worth of packs on that. I was on the whitelist, so I was able to get a bunch of them. And yeah, so we're also going to talk about NFT gaming space. It's really been blowing up lately. There's been a lot of activity in the space. There's been a lot of money coming in, just many different projects now. And a lot of them are doing very well. You know, we're also on the precipice of some of these wax projects finally getting their gamification going. The snaking, I'm sorry, the races for Nova Rally, which I'm a very big holder of, that is going to be stress testing tomorrow. And so that's a pretty big deal. And I'm pretty sure Green Rabbit is probably getting closer now to having their blueprints crafting coming up. So I think we're going to start seeing a lot of these things come up here pretty soon with the blockchain games. And there's another game called Illuvium, which I got involved with recently, and that almost 2x'd, I think, from its original price. And that's not the only one. Like, there's just been, everything's been blowing up. Yield Guild, since I last covered it, and I shamed those guys for essentially leaving their community out of that token, that ICO drop, and since then the value's 7x'd. I think that's kind of sad, because the people who had the smart contracts that bought millions of dollars of that token ended up getting like what, like a 700x or something on that return. I haven't done the math properly, but it's really sad, because it's all the people who are legitimately interested who ended up paying, all those all the big boys with the big money, the 7x. So I think it's kind of sad. But anyways, I mean, this space is really still just blowing up. I think I made a video a long time ago. It was called Year of the Gaming Coin, and I was saying I think this is going to be the year of the gaming coin. Heck, I think this year and next year are going to be the years of the gaming coin. So let's go look at the chat a little bit. We had some people who were in here before. Jao Sosa, he said, go, hype. The Crypto Gamer said, Gala Games. Are you a supporter of Gala Games, or you're looking forward to hearing like what happened with the drop? I'd kind of like to know. Yeah, this will be an interesting stream. So I'm talking about Gala Games a little bit, and some of the shenanigans that happened during the last box drop, and it'll be interesting to see what people's opinions are of Gala Games right now. Healthy says his packs were horrible. Hope you get better luck. Me too. I kind of want to just jump into that, right? Pulling the packs here for Century Train. Let's go to the Discord channel for Century Train. Did I get a message? I know that's for something else. All right. So my pulls for these have not been too bad. I mean, look, the unbox. The unbox thing is, I know where I can go. I can just go to NFT Blocks and go to my packs and open them there. But too bad Healthy hasn't had great luck with these packs. I've had pretty okay luck. I've gotten kind of like a collection of like, you know, rares and commons and epics. I haven't got anything better than an epic though with these train drops. Um, Collections, manage collections. Is it, where is it? It's collections? It must be here, I think. You know, Nifty Blocks is actually going to be dropping tokens soon. I've kind of started to research it. I'm still not fully aware of it. But they got a link here to the white paper at the top of niftyblocks.com. Here, I don't. A bunch of these are not mine. These are just general collections here. That is my testing. Let's go to my gallery. Century Train. Where are you, Century Train? There we go. Let's see. My packs. Cool. So we got 3 Slack packs and we got a rail pack. So let's go ahead and start with highest mint first. Yeah, that's fun. Let's open the Railcar Slack pack. First one. All right, we know this. We got this little do. Ooh, oh, that's so bad. Oh, it hurts. 3 commons in this one pack. Oh, that just slap to the face. Yeah, that was. But what we got, a small tank car, small box car, and a small tank car. But they got 50 capacity. There's infographics on their Discord about what all this stuff means. Maybe we'll check that out in a minute. But whew, guys, we just woofed it on that first one. Joe Sousa says, hey, did you hear about NBM? I don't know what that is. What is NBM, Joe? Let's see. So let's open this railcar. Slack pack number 2. Hopefully something better than 3 commons, because that was awful. All right, skip this video. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting knocked out here, guys. Another pack of common rail cars. Ugh. Yikes. Oh, it stings. What is going on here? Why so bad? What did I do to deserve this? Oh wow, that's not great either. I only got 2 uncommons. I deserve a legendary, better yet a mythic. That's what I think. I deserve a legendary or a mythic. 2 uncommon rail cars and a common. Oh, should I open this last one, guys? Like, I don't know. It's getting kind of dicey here. Getting kind of dicey. All right. We're going to do it. We're going to open this pack. Mythic. Lego. Come on, baby. There's 9 cards in this pack. Basically 3 more Slack packs with a slightly better chance for a mythic, I believe is how that works. Okay. I mean, better. Yeah, I think this is pretty much now on par with my other pulls. I did get an epic and a rare. And I got 2 uncommons. So this is... this is kind of... It's a tank on that rail car. Yeah, this is pretty common for the kind of pulls I've had. It's not awful. An epic is pretty decent. A rare is kind of okay. I've had better pulls for Century Train, but I mean, you know, at least I got an epic in this and a rare. So it's not too terrible. That's the RNG, guys. That's the RNG. go down to the Blockchain Kingdoms Discord. If you have not yet joined the Blockchain Kingdoms Discord, we have a link at the bottom. Healthy says you opened a big pack, only commons and uncommons. Oof. And 3 commons from a small pack. Yeah, that's terrible luck. I'm sorry, man. That's awful. All right, so I can show you the rest of my collection here. Let's see. Let's go to the rail yard. You'll see that I have 2 epic trains and a rare train, and some uncommons that I held on to. I think actually ended up getting 3 epic trains, and I sold one because I think I had I don't know, maybe it was a while ago. I have a video on it, so whatever was recorded there is what happened. Ugh, I always log out of this thing. And now we have the lounge here with these other cards, and so so I guess this is a rare. I got 2, 3 uncommons, and 1, 2, 3 rare conductors, and an epic conductor. I think I bought one of these rares because I thought, what was it? I think, oh, it's because she has the 3 cogs, and I was like, 3 cogs is probably pretty good for a rare, and I thought she was okay price, so I bought that conductor. Obviously, I have way more conductors than I have trains. Yeah, I guess I'm just doing this for the staking right now, and honestly, I don't know how many. I guess it's going to be 1 conductor per train, right? So probably more than I need right there, but I don't exactly know how it's going to work. And here we go. So yeah, so we can go ahead and start staking these. Gamerboy says, ho ho, hello Gamerboy, and Joe Sosa says, wax project, our planet-like, but it's much better design. You can PvP, it's still on pre-launch. But does MBM stand for something? Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy's asking, what does it stand for? Gamerboy says, could Gala coin reach $1? I think Gala coin will reach $1 probably at the very least like the end of next year. By then, they're going to have so many games launched next year. It's going to be crazy for Gala Games. Yeah, they've been putting a lot of their resources into the development of games, and once those games start launching, Gala Coin could get pretty big. I've always thought it would reach $1. I'm kind of not happy with what Gala Games handled their last drop. They banned me for telling them that the drop was going to have problems, and they said that I was creating some FUD, and banned me from the chat. Didn't even give me a warning. Didn't even get a warning, and so that was kind of weird. I did message their director of marketing, and I messaged their CEO on LinkedIn, and their marketing director did, Bitbender did message me back. He didn't answer any of my questions about appealing to the process. I think I mentioned it 2 or 3 times, and didn't get anything back. So I think I'm kind of blacklisted from that community. And I'm okay with that because I have a different vision from they are, and if someone like me is going to come in and give them legitimate issues about what their drop was going to have, and it was actually worse than I thought it was going to be. Apparently, I think almost 90% of their community were not able to get into the drop, and from what I heard, it was like only 1,000 wallets were able to buy like almost 9,000 of these box that were dropped. And so that's it's really not fair. And I was trying to tell them, like, there were better ways to do the drop than what they'd organized. They were giving out a global password that anybody could use, and it was like, what? It's like, what? You're going to give your node owners 10-minute head start. Give them a global password. Don't you think those node owners know gold members that they'll give the password to, and the gold members are supposed to get the password 5 minutes before the drop? Instead, it just didn't make any sense. And then pairs what happened is that people with lots of money were able to get access to the drop before anyone else, and And it was, yeah, if you go, I don't know if that video is still up on their YouTube, but they had, let's see, Gala Games. Well, I don't want to search my thing. I mean, some of you may have already seen this video, but I wouldn't be surprised if they took it down though. Let's see. Welcome to the Vox Drop live show. Yeah, well, it's still up. I don't know necessarily why. It makes them look really bad. But if you watch this video, it's got almost as many dislikes as it has likes. It starts to get really toxic in here. People are just like screaming at them about how badly the drop went. And I haven't watched really much of this video. But the comments were pretty scathing, and I heard the same thing happen in the Gala Games Discord. But at this point, it's kind of hearsay for me because I really wasn't participating at that point. They banned me from their Discord. But my opinion is that they put, profit ahead of their community, and I just think that's incredibly sad. It's the same thing Yield Guild did with their drop. They put profit ahead of their community, and it didn't have to be that way. I don't know why they have to be like that. It's I tried to tell them the problems that they're going to have with their drop, and not only did they have those problems, but it was worse than that. And to be honest with you guys, like after I got banned, I was sitting there and I was like, I didn't even get to all of the problems it was going to have. I was sitting there and I was like, I didn't get to tell them the problem that they're probably going to have with gas fees. If they're going to drop over 8,000, if they're going to drop almost 9,000 of these Vox on the Ethereum network within a span of 10 minutes, like they're going to drive up the transaction fee of the network a lot. Like people don't realize like the kind of impact something like that has. And I didn't get to mention that. And I remember sitting there right after I was banned thinking about it. And I was like, I didn't even get to talk to them about that. They just banned me for creating FUD. And then, and I was like, because I think it would be really valuable to let them know, hey, have you thought about what the gas fees will be like, and that there might be a way to do this better. And I remember sitting there thinking that, and then a couple of days later, when there was finally the drop, I was looking at the gas fees, and I was like, what's going to go on the gas fees? Yeah, apparently there were people who were paying like thousands of dollars in gas fees, and they didn't even get a Vox. And I heard that some of those people also got banned from the Gala Games community Discord for, telling them that, for telling them, like, what the heck, guys? I spent $1,000 in gas fees and I didn't even get a Vox. And banned. Banned for being toxic is pretty much what I've seen them do. This, they say they ban people for being toxic, and I don't want to turn this into too much of a harp on Gala Games, because some of our biggest videos here on YouTube have been like, videos with sensational topics like, dungeon swap, horrible things happening at dungeon swap, and the colonized Mars drops, and some of those surprisingly, like Ember was also Ember, the Ember Sword, I think is the other one that I have a video on that, I gave my analysis on the earnings of those lands, and those are some of our biggest videos, but that's really not on brand for us. Like we don't, we're a company that's building our own blockchain games, and it's really the point of our YouTube is to share the love of the blockchain games and to grow our audience, and to promote, what we're building, but we're really not here to criticize what the other companies are doing. But I use it as a lesson as to how we can do things better than what they're doing. Not, I've already promised our community we're not going to sacrifice our community for profit. So, profit is important as we're a company, and we have to develop things in order to make more. So I kind of do understand from Gala Games' perspective, hey, if we sell out of all of our Vox and we make like $3 million a Vox in 10 minutes, and then we get to go make a press release about that, that looks really good for Gala Games. They get to say, hey, we sold $3 million worth of Vox inside of 10 minutes, and their community might have gotten screwed in the middle of this. But in terms of monetary gain, very good for Gala Games. In terms of making more games, very good for Gala Games. So I don't think it had to be that way. I don't think that they had to sacrifice their community for profit But in the end, I was saying this about Yield Guild Games too. When they screwed over their community, I was like, it's not going to matter in the end. It's going to matter to like the several thousand people that they screwed over on those drops, but to all of what I call the dumb AI money, or like basically these AIs that scour the internet looking at like what's big right now. Oh, Gala Games mentioned in like 100 articles in the last hour. Buy. They'll send triggers to someone who looks at it and it's like, oh yeah, okay, AI says we should buy this. Yeah, checks out. There's 100. Yeah, okay, buy like $1 million of that token. Like that's how a lot of the cryptocurrency space works, especially on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. There's a lot of what I call like dumb smart money out there, and the dumb smart money is basically just using metrics like how popular is something, how many articles is there, who are they working with, and you have people at these computers who maybe do a quick search to kind of look, should I buy this, and then they go and they trigger, they buy hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars of token. So for Yield Guild Games, Gala Games, when they screw up their community for profit, they actually benefit from that dumb AI smart money that's out there and picks it up and starts buying more. And this then allows them to build more and do more. I don't condone that kind of behavior by gaming companies, especially communities, and this will bring me back to the toxic thing where I remember Gala Games saying, "Oh, well, there's all this toxicity around their token and all this other stuff," and so they were just banning people and banning the conversation around tokenomics. And I kept thinking, are you sure you guys aren't the ones being toxic? Because other people are just speaking their mind and you're dictating what people can talk about. That's like thought control. Anyways, I didn't want to make this video the tension of talking about this stuff, but I just want to be authentic with you guys and just kind of comes out my thoughts as someone who's building one of these companies. And in the end, we're going to be bigger than Gala Games anyways, because we're basically positioning ourselves to be the last mover in the last mover strategy. And a last mover strategy, in theory, basically it's a term for like a theory inside of business development, where you could be a first mover and have an advantage, which means that if you're like E&J, I can't even remember. It's been forever since sorry guys, can't remember the name of it. Engine was one of the first movers in this space, and so they benefited greatly. They were top 100 crypto for a long time. They probably still are. I haven't looked in a while. 76. But like, let's face it, they've failed in terms of capturing the momentum that's gathering in this space right now. And they just, look at this. Like their price is really not going anywhere, where lots of other things right now are doing much better. But they had the first mover advantage. So they're top 76 crypto right now. But they're just not as competitive as some of these other spaces. Like look at this price chart. We go to Wax. Wax is kind of like a middle mover strategy. They came into the middle of all this, but I think technically they've been doing much better in terms of if you look at the price chart, actually it looks for 180 days, it's kind of similar. But I think Wax is much, much stronger. And the token, the token for Wax isn't necessarily good indication of its strength. I think more the market volume and activity is better, but definitely there's way more activity on Wax than there is Engine. Even though Engine may have that's just more dumb smart money that is buying more Engine, that has actually already bought more Engine. And I think Wax is going to be one of the competitors to beat in the NFT gaming space. One of the reasons we launch our stuff on Wax. But anyways, our last mover strategy is to be basically the last mover in the space that does everything right and hit where everybody else missed. And our job token is all about that. So I have a lot of other videos on here. If you want to hear more about the job token, go ahead and search our Discord for I'm sorry, our YouTube for information about our job token and our 5 versus 5, which is in development. We're gonna have a trailer coming out for that pretty soon here. Probably will reveal that in the next month or two. Still need to talk to Josh about the timing of all that for sale. But that's been going really well. I actually just got the latest cut for the trailer, and we have most of the basic artwork done for the 5 versus 5 land sale trailer, and now we're just doing some other stuff. Let's see. Joe Sousa says, I'm lagging a bit. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Sorry about that. We never did get the answer of what NBM stands for, did we? I still don't know what it stands for. Anyways, let's go ahead and stake this stuff. Staked successfully. Yeah, sorry if the video is lagging out. Usually the internet here is pretty good, but not always. It's going to be a challenge after I move out of here, is to find a place that has good, consistent, network, right? That is really important for someone who does live streams like me. Don't want you guys sitting there and watching bad video. Hopefully the sound is okay at least. What's happening? Why can't I? Oh, it says staked. Okay. Stake all this. Just click on all the stakes. See what happens there. I don't know. What about you guys? Like, anybody get involved with Gala Games on that Vox drop? Did you have good experience, bad experience? We go to OpenSea. We go to Vox Collection. They had a lot of market volume on their Vox Collection. And I own a bunch of Gala nodes, or a couple of Gala nodes, so I do benefit from Gala Games doing well. I want them to do well. I just think it's a shame that they do this weird thought control thing in their Discord, and I don't even know what's going through their minds. I think probably the CEO just has like this iron fist kind of policy, and everyone else just goes along with it, including the community managers. They're like, well, he pays the bills, so we're gonna do what Eric says. Eric says we ban anybody who talks about tokenomics because our lawyer said this. We're pretty sure our lawyers are the smart people. They know what they're talking about. So we do what the lawyers say. I think they have bad lawyers. I think they have a really inflexible view around tokenomics and how the space is emerging. And that's one of the reasons why, despite having an early mover advantage, a company like ours will be bigger, is because we're a little more open-minded. Let's see. So the volume traded is 4.3 K Ethereum. So what is let's just go, like 3,200 is what Ethereum is right now, times 4.3. Let me just double check. Those numbers are totally wrong. But let's go back, look at the value of, 4.3K is, it's 4,300, right? Times, let's just go 3, let's just do what it actually, whoops. All right, 4,300 times 3 to, let's just do what it basically is now, right? That's what it is. So $14 million in market volume sell is what the Vox collectibles have had so far. So let's do this percentage calculator, and don't know what the Vox, I don't own one, so I don't know how to get to the, but let's just say like 6%. I don't know the exact percent, but we're going to just say like 6% for the for how much they take on the market fee. So what is 6% of? It's probably more than that, but might even be 10%. Let's do 14 million. 14. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's 14, right? Not. Yeah, it is 14 million. Yeah, so they've made probably close to $1 million on market volume sales so far, probably at the least, or close to it. Kind of depends what their market fee is. But yeah, I mean, so they're doing financially pretty well, and that is good for Gala Games. And if you're invested in Gala Games things, well, then that is also good for you. Joe Souza says he thinks Gala is promising, but still in development. Too much hype, no delivery. I think Wax has so much potential over time. VIPSV says 2022. Not sure what you mean. You mean like 2022? What, 2022 is the year of Gala Games? Is that what you mean? So, yeah, but the space is still. Oh, did we get all these stakes? The space is still blown up. There's other projects. D&D is back up the rise again. They think they're going to have the dungeon swap dungeon open next month. And they're doing some kind of relic thing where you can buy a relic and it gets you entry into the dungeon and allows you to like keep your rewards and stuff like that after you do the dungeon. So it should be interesting. I had some D&D. I did have to get rid of it to pay some development. I had to take money out of somewhere, so I took some money out of the D&D to pay for some of our latest development costs. But yeah, I'm kind of iffy on that project. Like, I like that it's playable. It's a playable blockchain game, and there are not many. But clearly, there's some, the developers don't appear to have English as a first language, and sometimes they make posts on their tweets and things, and it's like, I don't think that's the right word for that. The word that they're using. But someone else was telling me about, what is it, Guild of Guardians, I think. I was looking at Guild of Guardians, and the reason I didn't get involved with Guild of Guardians is because I thought it would be too much of a rabbit hole for me in terms of what we're building and our job token and our 5 versus 5 team arena. I was like, just looking at this, like, if I get into Guild of Guardians, well, then I'll want to create like a guild, and then I'll like want to have people join it. And then I'm like, I just don't have time for that kind of stuff. I have to run a company. So it's been a week since I've even made a live stream because I've been so busy with the company. There was a lot of stuff to do to make sure that everything gets done. There's still a lot for me to do between now and our Wax launch. I have to go through our list and make sure that everybody's gotten their cards. I have to make sure that we get our snapshot done correctly so that people can get their royal cards dropped to them, or at least redeemable coins or redeemable tokens to get their royal cards. We're kind of discussing how we're going to go about that. But really, this has been doing pretty well. It does look kind of cool. I'm not sure the gameplay was really for me. I was kind of looking at it. It's kind of looks like a top-down Diablo kind of game with friends. And yeah, because of everything I'm doing, I'm not sure I have enough time to kind of get too involved with a game like this. But it's super interesting idea, right? And probably, yeah, the one reason I didn't get involved with it was I'm already in too many rabbit holes, and this would just be another one. And it would be, it's one of those. It would be one of those things where, like, it seems like it takes a lot of time to be involved. If I have a guild and I have to have people who are in my guild, I have to manage the guild, and all of this stuff goes on with it, and a second company. Which is why sometimes I pick a lot of these passive projects, is because the passive projects I can kind of come and go. Our planet, I can kind of peek in and be like, oh, what's going on over here? And then go in and out of it. It doesn't always have to consume hours of my time or management. But yeah, it seems like a pretty cool idea. It's blown up pretty quickly. Illuvium, I kept hearing that Illuvium, if we look at the token price, why not? That I got in Illuvium at just under $300, I think. Now it's $505. and I was looking at this. I was like, this could potentially be like the next Axie Infinity. The game just looks beautiful. Like, holy crap! Let me guys show you their sneak peek channel in their Discord. Character leaks. Like these guys have like AAA Hollywood level uh, designers on their team. Like and so the game just looks like amazing. So I suspect this is probably going to be one of the big blockchain games of next year, just on production value alone. And so and originally when I first heard about this, I heard it was like Pokemon, and I kind of started to tune out again. But then I figured out that this is actually a like an auto chess, auto battler game. I actually really like those. One of the games I play the most is the auto battler version of Hearthstone called Battlegrounds. And I play it a lot because I'm good at it. I don't know why, but I'm pretty good at Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I usually end up like in the top three winners, and so I usually rank really high in Hearthstone Battlegrounds. That's why I play it so much, because I like winning and I win a lot in that game. But I was like, ooh, so that is actually more appealing to me now that this is a like an auto battlers. I do like that genre. I don't usually play these ones. I really like the Hearthstone Battleground version. I don't know why. I just really like that one. Really good at it. But yeah, Illuvium could be like the next Axie Infinity. This one looks pretty cool, but it's also blowing up and getting huge, and so much is getting big right now from Axie Infinity. Like, what haven't I covered, guys? That is getting big right now. I feel like there are other big things in this space. It's so hard to keep up. And our planet, oh gosh, do we talk about our planet? Let's look at our planet. Like, let's for all of our masochists out here, let's go to our planet. Oh, we want to go to wax.ae. Into the wax token. Oof, it's even lower than the last time I looked. Wow, it is sinking. Ironically, I've seen a lot of people now wanting to buy elements because they're probably at like, bargain basement prices. I haven't even looked at this channel in a while. I mean, I've kind of invested as much as I'm ever going to invest in our planet right now. I mean, I keep thinking maybe picking up a land, but I don't know. Our company costs are stacking up until we do the wax launch, so I'm starting to get a little more frugal. But let's see. Element trading. Buying at 0.0. Buying elements 0.1. Buying elements 0.8. Let's see. Take all 250 wax for 1,500 A ether. Whew. Wow. I mean, I should just be selling my A ether at this point to buy elements, guys. I should just be doing that. 250 wax for 1,500 A ether. Yeah, guys, I should just be selling off my my A ether to buy more elements. What am I thinking? Why craft? Why wait and just not be able to craft anything? But I could just buy more elements for more A ether. Yeah. Should stop inventing things and start buying things. Maybe that's what I ought to do, guys. Interesting position we're in with our planet. If I look at my earnings now, this is gonna hurt if I look at this. If anybody was here watching my last video on our planet and the earnings that I was getting, it was almost $2,000 a month after I invented the building element, because I got that inventor prize, which was about 100,000 ether per an hour, and just a little more than that. And so it was up to about $2,000 in ether a month. And now it's just going to be abysmal. It's going to be like 300 or less. It's about 400. A little better than I thought it was. For 155,000 ether. It's really interesting. It's funny, the prices. I'm looking at it, actually, there's an opportunity to buy a lot of ether generation right now, instead of just waiting for things to get invented, because that's not really going anywhere right now. Interesting, guys. Interesting. SK Rotha says, how to use the whitelist ticket for Century Train. That is over now, actually. The drop for the rail car ticket has happened. So you can't buy the rail cars anymore using the whitelist ticket. Did you just buy one? Did you already hold one? Because it's over and done with now, SK Rotha. Yeah, let's go and just look back at my freight, what I was able to get. So I got 3 Slack packs and a max pack. I got a whole lot of commons. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 commons. I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4 uncommons, 1 epic, and 1 rare. So this really wasn't like the greatest pull. It wasn't as bad as Healthy's. He came in here, he said he basically just got some uncommons and commons. And I don't think he opened all the packs that he got, but I mean, I can live with this. There could be worse pulls than this. At least I got an epic. Yeah, and then there's going to be the train stations, I think, coming next month for this project. That'll be cool. That will be cool. Stealthy Saucepan asks, what is my thoughts on Altura? Well, let's go check out Altura, because I didn't even know what that is. Altura would be like NFT game, probably. Altura, oh, Binance Smart Chain game, or blockchain meets game platforms for Binance Smart Chain. Like, does OpenSea even work with a Binance Smart Chain? Because I was using, I was playing that D&D game and I got some NFTs, but I don't even know if there's a place I can actually trade them. I think the same thing with Mist, which is also on BSC. So there might be an opportunity inside of the Binance Smart Chain to get like a good marketplace platform going for the NFTs. And part of the reason might be because that maybe there's no standard for Binance Smart Chain NFTs, because with Ethereum, there's pretty much a standard for NFTs, which is like the ERC, 155 something token, something like that. And I think it's a standard that actually Engine created, and most everyone is using that to create their Ethereum based NFTs. And so that basically the standard allows everybody to trade them from marketplace to marketplace. But I don't know if there is such a thing on the Binance Smart Chain. I think people might just be like using their own protocols or their own token standards for making a lot of NFTs, and that's kind of weird. This is the marketplace. I don't know why some of these marketplaces have such bad sorting. Like, I feel like recently listed collection. There's not a lot here on the collections. Like, can just anybody do this? Or maybe it's still because, like I was saying before, there's really no standard yet for BSC NFTs. So I don't know. I think there's probably a big opportunity on Binance Smart Chain, but I think right now it's There's a lack of standards for NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain, and that's probably um, going to create an opportunity for a company like this. But to be honest, I just don't even know a lot about NFTs on the Binance Smart Chain. Like, I just don't have the information. Um, I think this website could be way better. Like, I mean, gosh, guys, like I could have paid our developers to make a NFT marketplace like this for simple. It just looks really simple. Obviously, we're doing something different, but oh, it's interesting. It's interesting. It's like Engine. Yeah, well, if the NFT marketplace for Binance Smart Chain needs more standards and it needs a real good marketplace, there might be an opportunity there. I just don't know what's going on. Binance, where do I trade NFTs on BSC? Let's see what I get here. Binance X, DAI, fungible tokens, top 3 NFT projects on Binance Smart Chain. We're looking for marketplace. Air NFTs, best NFT marketplace for yeah, there's a lot of competition now for this whole NFT marketplace thing. I think whoever's going to win in this space is probably going to be the one with the most money. It's probably not the Altura guys. It's going to be whoever has the most marketing that can get in front of the most people. The alternative to that is someone who has just an amazing user experience. That is also what could take the cake in terms of the NFT marketplaces. I don't think there's Altura. Like, I wasn't blown away by the experience there at all. I was like, instead of like paying our developers to make our NFT games, I could have just paid them to make an NFT marketplace like this. Like, exact same thing. Like, I could have, like, it's so easy to build something like what they just built. So basically, Altura looks like basically not a lot of money has been invested on that project, or a lot of effort. I mean, I don't want to knock someone else's effort because I know how hard it is to build a company. It's not easy. So, but yeah, I'm just honestly not impressed. Not impressed. Yeah. So one of the things that we're doing to distinguishing ourselves as different from the other competition on the Wax blockchain, because we're going to be launching our Metasource cards and our Crypto Castle cards in the coming weeks on the Wax blockchain. And one of the things I realized that we needed to do to distinguish ourselves was just have a really great website. And so I'm working personally on a sizzle reel. I used to edit in Hollywood. I used to edit very low budget movies under a different name, Bobby K. Richardson. I've made a lot of trailers and stuff in the past, a lot of sound effects, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, and After Effects, and I was like, well, we need to do something to distinguish ourselves from the competition. I was like, well, let's just make a great website and very transparent website, what everybody could possibly need. And let's make a really awesome sizzle reel to let people know we're serious, because I don't think we see really good sizzle reels in the Wax gaming space. So let's make one. So let me show you just a little bit of a preview of what that sizzle reel is going to look like. Let's see, I did post it in here the other day. Let's just type sizzle. I think I typed in sizzle. All right, so this is just one graphic, but basically the whole sizzle reel for our Metasource cards, and it's also going to include the Crypto Castle cards and the Royals. I think that the frame rate's a little slow on the computer right now, but basically it just looks like this anime. It'll have like the the music going on, and the whole video is going to look like this. We're going to have like our Metasource cards turning, and you're going to see like an example of what the Crypto Castles cards do, how to merge them, how to get rewards. It's all going to happen in this really cool animated factor with the music and the sound effects. I'm still trying to figure out how much voiceover I want in there. Do I want any voiceover? Do I want no voiceover? I'm kind of looking at that right now, so I kind of have an outline of how the trailer is going to go. But you know, I think that's what's initially going to distinguish us from other cards on Wax. When we have our advertisement on the homepage of Wax, we do our big dropping almost like 350 or more Major Source cards, and those Major Source cards will be bundled with the Crypto Castle Royals. If you're in our Discord, you're probably familiar by now with the Royals, but the Royal cards will basically drop you lands every day. They can also build lands for a token fee. And we're super excited for this. We're super excited for Crypto Castle, super excited for the Baron. I think this is going to be Wax's killer app. That's what I think. And so Josh and I are talking about, you know, how we're going to price it after the drop, but we definitely want the drop to be like a discounted sell. They're going to be $200 for a Major Source card and a Royal. And but Josh and I are still talking about what to do with the price after that. So I'm pretty excited, guys. Next couple of weeks is going to be amazing. And I think like right now for Blockchain Kingdoms, it's really the calm before the storm. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have that website up. We're going to have dates announced for when our Wax launch is happening, our $10,000 in card giveaways, how that's going to be scheduled, you know, how you can participate and get a chance to earn some of those cards. You actually get a chance to, you get a better chance to earn some of those cards if you own some of our cards right now. If you go to our shop.blockchainkingdoms.com. And then after that, like, there's just going to be so much happening. We're pretty sure that after we do our Wax drop, that we're going to pass the $100,000 mark in terms of revenue for the year. And that's like a magic number for getting investments. We've always been a company that's going to go look for outside investment, you know, get millions of dollars investing, ramp up our production very quickly. And so we're kind of nearing this magic number where, you know, when you go to a investor, you know, angel investor, someone who has lots and lots of money, millions to hundreds of millions of dollars to invest, and you're like, hey, you know, we've earned $100,000 in revenue this year. That's when their ears perk up. They're like, oh, like you're a legitimate company, like you're actually making money. Like I should look at you seriously and see whether or not I should get at the ground floor of your company. And our job token, we've always said, is a, you know, multi-trillion-dollar idea. It allows you to play video games and earn tokens and share revenue if you own a job token. You know, you can loan it to other people, earn your revenue, and so a lot of these amazing things are going to be happening towards the end of the year. It's going to be the Major Source card drop. We're going to have our token earnings this year. You're going to start to see, at the very least, the beta testing or heavy beta testing for the Crypto Castle game, and we'll basically get the Crypto Castles game pretty much in a launch form by this year, if not officially launched, while we test some things out, because there are definitely some moving parts to the Crypto Castle game that we want to make sure that we get right first. But then there's going to be the land sale for a 5 versus 5 arena. We're going to be revealing more of that, what's been going on with our arena game, and then we're going to really start to talk about the job token, and we don't have another game in development yet, but I always keep thinking about it. What's going to be our actual playable game number 2? And I know what genre that I want it to be in, but I need to talk to Josh, my business partner, Blockchain Kingdoms, and and talk to him before I say anything more about that. But because it is also his decision. Yeah, I am super excited for Blockchain Kingdoms and the end of the year. So does anybody have any questions for me before I close down the stream, get on with the Blockchain Kingdoms workday? There's a bunch of stuff for me to do always. But yeah, if there's any other questions about any of the projects or any questions about Blockchain Kingdoms, what we're doing, you guys excited? Did you like the sizzle video I showed you guys? One more time with feeling. Like the whole sizzle reel for Blockchain Kingdoms is going to look like this. It's going to sound great too. You can see it almost kind of has like this really awesome anime 80s retro kind of thing going on. It's pretty cool. my face really orange? I'm looking at video, and I think maybe I look a little more orange than than I intended to be. I got to pull back that color correction a little bit. All right. Looks like the video is now kind of catching up with where I was. Well, it doesn't look like we have any more questions for the day. I really appreciate everybody, joining the channel today and kind of hearing my thoughts and what's going on. And like, this space is going to blow up, guys. Like I've said, this is going to be the year of the gaming coin, and I think next year is also going to be the year of the gaming coin. And these NFT gaming projects, I think, are going to just blow away most people's expectations. Like, it's just going to be boom. Kun Gudik says best project to earn $400 a month right now. Well, I think it's tough. I think right now probably one of the best things to get was D&D, the dungeon swap. And I think Illuvium. I think Illuvium's going to be big too. It's on Ethereum, but Dungeon Swap is already up. I think almost 33% today. And they're going to have their relic drop by the end of the month. D&D is very, very news sensitive though, and the team doesn't speak great English, but yeah, I think the other one is Blockchain Kingdoms, our major source cards. Shop.blockchainkingdoms.com. We're going to launch our cards on on Wax here pretty soon, and we want to really build a big audience for our products, and we think that you guys will benefit from that. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend, and I appreciate you guys joining me. Remember to like and subscribe. Go to shop.blockchainkingdoms.com. This will be the last time that you'll be able to actually buy specific factions off of our website. When we do our wax launch, we're actually going to take everything off of our website, the shop.blockchainkingdoms.com. That's all going to come down, and you're going to have to wait until we do the official wax launch to get those cards, and then they're going to be random in terms of the factions. We're doing it that way because we think it's just a better way to drop it, because there's so many choices what cards to buy. We've decided that we're just going to drop them in these packs and let you guys trade them. So you're welcome, Stealthy Saucy Pan. You're welcome. So yeah, remember to like and subscribe. Join our Discord. The link is at the bottom of this video. We talk about these projects. You want to know what, Con, you want to know the right thing to buy right now? We talk about that all the time. Our personal opinions. I do not give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but we talk about the best projects to get involved with right now all the time in our Discord, specifically our Wax Gaming channel. So go join our Discord and see what we think about all the projects that are happening right now. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful time and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video.